Hello guys, so I've literally just got back from the shops and I really wanted to quickly show you kind of what I got because I am currently on my off season. We are going to have a off season for about 6 months, so a nice good amount of time off. Obviously, like I said in my previous video, kind of explaining you a little bit more, but I will give you a little bit more detail in this video what my off season's gonna kind of entail and everything like that, but first I'm gonna show you what I just literally got from the shops. I'm not on a specific meal plan at all at the moment. Adam was like, I want you to have a week off, not off, but kind of don't stick to any structured meal plan, don't stick to any type of training, just kind of do your own thing for a week. And obviously I'm still gonna have a meal plan and stick to foods that I kind of want to have, and the foods that I kind of had pretty much most of prep, because that's my lifestyle. I enjoy having meal prep. So, but I have got a few little things that I will be adding into my plan this week, just because I wanted to try them, and plus because I was like, I've never had these foods before, or I haven't had them for a while. So this is what I got from the shops. I got a few other little bits which is like vegetables and stuff, but this is like the main bulk of the foods. So I'm gonna be sticking, like I said, I'm gonna be sticking to my prep foods that I have, because those are the foods that I really enjoy. So we have some king prawns, which I love in the air fryer. Just everything in the air fryer is just insane, like the best. We've got some steaks, which I'm really excited because I haven't had steak obviously I have steak post-show, but I haven't had steak in my plan for so long. I've literally just cooked up some of this. This is turkey breast, some thick bagels. I got some thick bagels instead of having bagel thins. So it's so nice to have these back in plan. Some eggs, which is what I had in plan anyway. 50% less fat cheese, which for me, I love cheese. I'm a massive cheese lover. So I'll use this as my fats, but 25 grams is 4.3 grams of fat. So I can actually have more than 25 grams, if that makes sense. Whereas if I was to have 25 grams of normal cheese, I'd have to have a lot less. So the volume of this cheese would be a lot more beneficial for me to have. Does anyone remember these potato cakes? I used to have these all the time when I was at school. These probably don't have any benefit within fitness whatsoever, but I looked at the macros and it was like 18 grams of carbs. So like if I wanted one of these as my carbs, I could. So yeah, I haven't had these for ages, so I was like, why not try that? Then these mini wraps, which I thought were really good. These are only 17 grams of carbs. So having this with chicken or steak with cheese inside would be really nice. So for me, just mixing up my foods pretty much. Like I said, I'm a lover of cheese, so I had to get some Philadelphia back in my life. And also, never seen this before. So I've been going on about Milka for so long. I saw this, it was £1 and it was in Asda, and I was like, I need to get this. Like, what the hell? I've literally just toasted up a bagel and put some on it. A portion of this is 30 grams and it's 85 calories, 4 grams of fat, 10 grams of carbs, which isn't great macros wise, but you don't need to use the whole 30 grams. So I only used 10 grams and it's covered like half a bagel, and I think that was like 29 calories and like 3.3 grams of carbs. So it was a lot better than 10 grams of carbs for 30 grams, because that's, for me, that's like a waste of calories. So 3 grams of carbs, 29 calories on half a bit of toast, not bad. So I'm literally just gonna try it now. You can definitely taste the Milka, because I was like, how are they gonna make it taste like Milka, like that much? You can definitely taste the Milka, but it also has a slight taste of like Philadelphia. So it's like a chocolate cream cheese. So nice. Like I really like that actually. Especially for people that have like a bit of a sweet tooth. That's really nice. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's like proper chocolatey and it's really good. I like that. I rate that actually. Especially for 29 calories. Obviously you don't have to have it every day, but it's nice to like mix it up if you wanted something instead of jam or peanut butter or something like that. It's really good. And that's pretty much what I've got. And I'm gonna try and, this week, I'm gonna obviously still be making meal prep, but I have got literally every single day, I think I have an event going on with friends. So this evening I'm going to London to see one of my best friends, Tasha, that I haven't seen for so long. We're going out for food and we're also going to Whipped London. I will show you these cakes. These are cheesecakes. And if you haven't seen Whipped London on Instagram, you need to go and check them out because they look insane. So I'm going to show you those cheesecakes later and the food that we go for later as well. And for me, this is what I want to try and do this week. Try and not like be so structured and have 6 meals a day, 5 meals a day, but have 3 meals a day. And if I'm going out for food in the evening, I'll go out for food in the evening. So I still want to make sure that I'm getting the nutrients in I need. Like right now, I've literally got 2 meals made up, both of them the same. This is that's 200 grams of turkey, so 100 grams in each, 200 grams of potato, and then veg. For me, those meals will do me over for the rest of the day. And then obviously when I go for food later, then that will be the rest of my food. So obviously I won't be tracking that food, but I want to make sure that I'm still getting in the good nutrients that I need. I'm not like, I need to, like, this is my lifestyle. It's not something that I just do for whilst I'm prepping. I do this every day. Like I wouldn't want to just not prep at all and have no food. So that's pretty much where we're at the moment. I need to eat my food, get ready to go to London, and I will see you in a bit. But that's so good. Try it. Wow. That was very good. Why do I always go say something? Why do I always go say something? I don't even know. You tell me be honest, but you don't. You don't wanna know how I'm really feeling inside my bones. Say it's my problem, like I don't know. I don't like when you drink, you don't like when I'm gone. I've been off on the road, you've been stuck in that empty apartment waiting for someone to come and save you. You think I hate you, you think I hate you. So long, faded from the background. When I'm gone, baby, say you want me back now. I'ma fight for our love, never back down. You the only one I need, say you got my back now. Why do I always go say something? I don't even know. You tell me be honest, but you don't. You don't wanna know how I'm really feeling inside my bones. Say it's my problem, like I don't know. So it is currently the 14th of August and I am 12 days post show and feeling really good. This is the first time I've checked in since my last show in Tampa Pro, and it's felt weird because I've been kind of doing my own thing. I've been intuitively eating more than I usually do to fuel my workouts a lot more. And I was like, I think I was fine. I was like, I'm excited for check-in. And then as soon as I got to check-in, I was like, I'm a bit nervous to see what the scales are actually gonna say, what I'm gonna look like in these poses, because I haven't like posed or anything since post-show. And usually what happens is, obviously because you've seen yourself lean for so long in those poses, really shredded, really dry, really lean, I'm a lot less lean, I'm a lot less conditioned. So I was like, I'm interested to see what my body's gonna look like now in these poses, but I'm actually really super happy with how my body's looking. I'm holding on to condition quite well and I feel good. I'm fueling my body, my energy's up, like my workouts are up, like everything feels really good. So I'm really, really happy. I weighed it in at 62.1 this morning, which is a few kilos above my stage weight and only actually like 1.5 kilos above my peak week weight. So I'm really, really happy with that, if I'm honest. So overall, this phase is obviously interesting, and it's good not checking in for a while, but you can't ignore it. So I wasn't like avoiding checking or anything. I just wanted to give myself time to just have a little bit of life back, and I've done that, and it's really nice. And now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to kind of check in, progress, and kind of have a little bit more structure back, because I have been intuitively eating this entire time since post-show, and I haven't weighed anything out. I've kind of gone by eye, but I've actually really enjoyed doing that because I like the fact of not having to track everything like all the time. I'm very good at kind of like sussing things out in terms of like how much that weighs. I like trusting my intuition. So it's been really nice, and I'm actually going to say to Adam this week, would we be able to carry on doing intuitively eating until the end of the week, because I really enjoy being intuitive with my body and actually listening and saying, okay, I'm hungry now, so I'm going to eat now, instead of being like, right, it's 1 o'clock, I still haven't eaten, I need to eat type thing. Like I said, listening to my body and seeing when I'm actually hungry, instead of knowing that I have 6 meals to eat, so I have to plan my day around my food. I'm listening to my body and saying, am I hungry? I had a large meal last night, so I've woken up not as hungry, so I'm not gonna have breakfast. And then waiting for my body to actually be hungry. So it's like 11:30 now, and I haven't eaten anything yet, and I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna have like a nice breakfast now. That's how I'm kind of looking at it now. I'm not saying, oh, I need to have meal 1, 2, 3. I'm listening to my body and kind of being in tune with it more, which I really enjoy, and it makes me learn more about my body especially. So I'm going to have my meal now, and I will see you in a bit. Oh, I'm so tired today. Honestly, you can see I'm tired. I'm really tired. Like, and you know, I said, oh, jet lag wasn't hitting me that bad. Like, I think everything is starting to kind of slowly catch up on me now. I'm really, like, today, it's like 20 to 3 right now, and all I want to do is go to bed. Like, I'm so tired. Like, I've been working and doing a few things this morning, and, like, usually I'm fine, and, like, today I'm so tired. So, like, this is something you have to kind of consider post-show. Just because you've had a bit of food and you have more energy and you're putting it more into your workouts does not mean that you've fully recovered from prep whatsoever. So recovering from prep is a long, slow process. For me, when I started bodybuilding, I used to always think like post-show, oh, I have so much energy because I've had so much more food, like I feel so good. Whereas you still have those really tired days, and you still have those days where your brain just isn't fully functioning properly. So you still kind of have a little bit of prep brain. Just make sure that you bear that in mind, because it's not going to go straight away. So just make sure you pace yourself, because I've now organised loads of stuff to do this week. I've got loads of things work-wise that I've set up post-show. I'm actually still very much recovering from prep. This is my message to you, pretty much saying, make sure that you still post-show, take things slow. So yeah, I'm tired today though. It's a rest day for me today. I'm literally just about to have a massage in like 20 minutes as well. So that's going to set me to sleep. But yeah, that's my message. Just make sure that you are pacing yourself post-show, with food, with work, with everything, because it's not a quick recovery. It does take time to recover. And I think I underestimated that a little bit this week. So I'm kind of regretting everything I've organised this week, but we're soldiering on anyway. So we're good. Okay, so I have another flavour of ice cream to try. You know, ages ago, I did like a shop and I bought like some low calorie ice cream from Asda, which Asda is a shop in the a store or a shop. And I don't know why I say store. I feel like I have to, because now I have a few American followers. Shout out in the comment section if you're an American follower. You don't call shops, you call them stores. I always forget that. So anyway, but I now have a new flavour to try, and it is birthday cake flavour. And it's good. Very, very good. It's only like 196 calories for half of the tub, which it's a almost 500ml tub. And the calories, or the macros are, so half the tub is 28 grams of carbs, 4.1 grams of fat, and 9.7 grams of protein. So, and it's not that bad. It's quite good. And you don't even have to have half. I mean, I will have half, but it doesn't taste like birthday cake though. That's the only thing. It's good, very, very good, but it's not birthday cake. It's like strawberry jam. Like a ripple. I'll show you the top. It's like a strawberry ripple ice cream. That's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like birthday cake whatsoever. I'm just making my food for tomorrow because today I've had a really like not as productive day with food. So because I work from home, I'm like, oh, it's quite easy. I can just make food when I kind of fancy it. And today I've been really tired and quite lazy. So if there's nothing cooked up for me, I haven't made food for, I've just picked at things today because I can't be bothered to make food, which isn't good. So today I'm gonna try and get back into a routine of making my meals again the day before, so I have stuff for the day, so I won't pick at foods. Because usually I don't pick at foods, obviously, but like today, because I've been really, really tired and a bit lazy feeling a bit sluggish, and I think jet lag is, like I said, jet lag is starting to kick in. So we are avoiding that tomorrow and we are making foods. So I'm literally just I just made some chicken, some fish, because I do actually really like fish. I like sea bass. I like sea bass. So making those foods that I actually enjoy eating for tomorrow, so the day is a productive one.
Hey Phoebe, how are you doing? I hope well. I'm looking at your plan right now and wanted to make some adjustments and some game planning for the off season. So obviously the off season game plan is to make improvements to the physique, somewhere in between what Sandy and Steve says. I don't think you need a lot of muscle. I think that you're pretty much right on where you need to be, but I do think you can work on your tie-ins. The key is that we stay lean, but we get our metabolic rate up in the off season. So you got to get your metabolic rate corrected. You've been dieting for a very long time. You're highly susceptible to gaining body fat. So I'm really happy with this week's check-in because you didn't gain very much at all. Very realistic amount of body fat gained. Having an off season where it feels like you're not so rigid, but also still staying within the calorie ranges that we need to stay lean enough so we can strike in a show without going through like a transformation. If you remember back, our very first prep was very aggressive, and we've kind of carried it through aggressively since then, because that first prep, we had to be aggressive to hit that first show. So this is what we're starting with: 2 weekly free meals. Okay, so your calories they're not super high calories, about 1,500. And then we have this meal here, which is 800 calories twice a week. And eventually I'd like to get that up to being 1,200 calories, as you see, and maybe probably 1,500 for you to add that 1,500 calorie meal twice a week. So this can be calories from any source that you want. It could be ice cream, it could be just pizza, it could be whatever. Obviously 800 is not going to go too far, but it gives you some mental sanity 2 times a week, and you add that meal to your existing meal. That's what I got for you right now, but I need your input. If you want anything in particular different, give me your input. Let's make this off season a successful one. Let's stay lean and let's make some improvements. I'll talk to you soon.
So Coach is pretty much telling me to eat ice cream twice a week. That is a really good, I'm really happy that he's happy with my check-in. So now that we have a game plan, so I had pretty much a week and a half off. I intuitively ate for a week and a half and just had the foods I kind of wanted. I didn't weigh anything, I didn't track anything, I didn't eat like an idiot, but I also ate foods that I did want to have. Went for meals out, so I had time to kind of relax, refresh before I get back to structure. So I'm a massive fan of structure. I like having structure within my off season. I like having structure within prep. So I like having a meal plan. He has given me macros as well, and obviously given me 2 800 calorie refeeds a week, which is really, really good, because then that allows me to have a little bit more, like you said, mental sanity, and also enjoy my off season a little bit as well. So, and that's just a different way of getting your calories in. 2 800 calories a week, that's 1,600 calories. I could split that up if I wanted to throughout the week and still have that amount of calories, if that makes sense. But instead, if I want to go out, I can, and I could use that as one of my off meal plans refeeds, which is really, really good. So that's what I want to kind of have the approach of. Instead of having high calories throughout the week, I don't mind having that off meal plan, if that makes sense. So also the last few shows, my calories did get really low. So calories in the week aren't specifically that high at the moment. They're a good 300 calories above what I was on. So we got to about lowest, I think, about 1,200 calories, which is, it's quite low. I have been on lower, I won't lie, but that is pretty low. And he didn't really want to go that low, but obviously we needed to get a little bit more condition for the last few shows. And your body does get used to dieting for a long time, so you do have to dig a little bit deeper. So calories were low, we're reversing now. Weight is about 1.5 kilos up from peak week weight, and I'm about 3 kilos up from stage weight. But like I said, stage weight isn't maintainable anyway, so for me, I don't even mind being that high up because my energy's up. My strength is through the roof right now, and everything is going really well with how I'm looking, how I'm feeling. Everything feels really good. Obviously, I did feel a little bit tired in the week, like last week and like kind of coming into this week. I kind of realized why. It's because I've returned back to like my heavy training, my heavy lifting, and even though I'm eating more, my body still isn't used to heavy training that hard. So I kind of need to ease myself back into it, or like kind of work on recovery. So I'm going to be working on recovery a lot more if I'm returning back to heavy training and stuff. So that's where we're at the moment. But I'm really, really happy with how everything's going at the moment and how he's happy. And we've got some really, really, really exciting things coming up soon. So I'm excited. I'm going to leave the video here because this is like a full-on update of my first kind of week of my off season. I'm ready to take on this new like venture, new journey, and bring you guys along with me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.